science is you have to be open to what you find. You can't say, wow, this is impossible. I don't believe that. You have to accept what you find. Because what you see is the truth, no matter what it is.
This is pure new metal. Pure new metal. Yeah, what's about to happen?
Later, there's a bad cop who turns the cheek. He likes to watch us turn around on the pavement. This is a loser to safety. You want to carry the torch with the porch and big towels from kerosene. Suddenly you can't face me. Suddenly it says I can't walk out of. Because I changed that. Fuck your color.
Damn, that was quite a jump, man, you know, from where we were to where we just got to. That is a leap and a half, man, in terms of just like straight 180. In terms of music anyway, but still. So, I try to learn when I sprout a life out from nothing. I view it in a brand new frame. I put all of my faith in this. If I goof up again, what can I make from the mess? Say I do. I do even. Fuck that coulda, woulda, shit. Thus your head splits pain and the bullets rampage. Yeah, so it's like he's putting all of his faith into this, into whatever project he's going into, towards whatever he's doing, right? And then, because of that, he's like messing up and making mistakes in places. He's trying to make the perfect thing, to make the dreams come true, to make the perfect frame of a human or whichever way, right? And then, still, thus your head spits pain and the bullet rampages. The generation of danger. You were the one to overlook the rulebook. Your whole crew shook on the target of anger. Thus your head spits pain and the bullets rampage. The generation of danger. Like, do you feel disdain for me? You can't get away from me anymore. Like, yeah, as in, like, he sent, but, like, you get the idea, man. I don't like having to break down these kind of lyrics personally. Like, they don't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, they do, but they don't. Like, it's like, because of all the little slang isms and stuff, that's very much ghetto-esque, if you want to call it that. Or whichever way you want to go about it, man. So, yeah. As in, it's like, I'm going to hunt you down, I'm going to put bullets into you, etc, etc, etc. If you want to try to get away from me, there's no way you're going to get away from me anymore. This is going to be us forever now, to be fair. And still. Did we get to this bit? I don't think we got to verse 2 yet. No, I think we're just on the first verse. Yeah, it's like it's almost like he's putting the brain onto like a higher version or function of itself, and then just sending them out into the world to see what happens with the different functions, with the different controlling methods, with the different ways he's making the brain change, and whichever way, man, what's done. Oh, never mind, you're it. Totally my fault. I totally did, but still. This ain't the time to hide your shame. You're in the process, 2 more hearts to go. The preacher decided he's done being quiet. The people love violence. Like, so yeah. As in, don't hide your shame anymore, man. You're in this process now, man. There's only 2 more hearts to go till we have everything we need. And then, it's human nature. Watch him take it and take it again. And 77 attempts later, there's a bad cop who turns the cheek. He likes to watch him squirm around on the pavement. That is the delusion of safety. Like, yeah, as in, like, going through 77 different people, or different patients, or whichever way, or, like, you know, different minds, so, you know, that voice that we had in that person's head towards the beginning of the album, it's like that, but imagine that 77 times, 78 times, 79 times, and, you know, just constantly being like, you know what, I'm going to be this thing in the back of your mind that's going to basically rule your life from here on out, and there's nothing much you can really do about it. And, yeah. And then obviously, like, the cop and everything, like, that's the kind of delusion of safety that, especially in America, is a real thing, man, because cops carry guns in America. They don't really hear, unless it's, like, riot police or drug police or whichever way you want to go about it. Like, it's not a normal thing here. So, still. But the porch had been doused with kerosene. Kerosene is gasoline, isn't it? Is kerosene gasoline? Something like that. Kerosene is like basically similar to gasoline, I'm assuming. I think it's a very much American term. Suddenly you can't face me. Suddenly it seems you can't walk at all because I changed that. Fuck your coulda, woulda, shoulda, shit. So he changed everything. He completely manipulated the brain function to completely control the human being because of it. And interesting. So he's kind of describing the kind of people he's experimenting upon. So like that police officer who wanted to fuck people up, that woman who was totally full of herself, and a few of the people in Madrid. This is proper System of a Down. Yeah, this is him stalking people and taking people from the streets, so makes sense. Yeah. There we go, we got to the point where it would have told me without PCB telling me what the album's about. I like it. Damn mate. Those lows though. Then. Interesting. I get the vibe from the song. I kind of get where the song's going. Like, it took a bit for the song to make more sense. But still. So this is like everything, man. Like, it's like, so you have the police officers. You have the police officer who like to make people suffer. And then... I know the rich man park somewhere in Bruges, so like in those places, like earlier in the album, that was where he was going to find his victims, or the people who like offended him, or whichever way, man, but to find his victims, basically. Like, then the road went further and further into the fog, into the maze, until they're so caught up in a haze, they couldn't see me till I swept their fucking legs. I peel out like a shadow. Like, as in, like, he follows them until they're in a place where they're basically alone, where they can't defend themselves. And before they even see it, like a shadow, he's behind them. Then they can't hear you, and they can't hear him when they sneak up, when he sneaks upon them, as he injects chemicals straight into their brain. And that's where this whole album started, at the very beginning. With him injecting that woman's brain with chemicals, and how it messed up her life. Or how it changed her life, how it changed her entire chemistry into becoming something different, something more, into sending these people into a rampage, or into a way where they can achieve their true potential, sounding them crazy with a second, third voice in their head, and it makes sense, right? Like, it's kind of like they're talking to themselves, but not really talking to themselves at the same time. And yeah, interesting. Like, it very much is like about a psychotic man who's literally like proper chemist or a surgeon, or whichever way you want to go about it. Like, it's really going there lyrically, which is nice. I'm glad it's not just, you know, implied that it's that way. I'm glad it's spoken within the lyrics that it's going that way, where we saw the effects on the first person towards the beginning. Now we're seeing the larger picture as we're getting more towards the end of the album, which is always nice to see.